Hello and welcome to this video. In this video I will show you how to create some simple friendship bracelets using some very easy techniques that can be learned very fast. And I will show you how to create chevrons and how to create stripes, how to create loops, how to create the ties of your bracelets. And in order to make these simple bracelets, you only need some cord, a pair of scissors, and a clamp. And you can use any color combinations you like in order to create bracelets that you love to wear, or bracelets that you can give as a gift. So let's see now how to create these simple bracelets. I will show you now how to create a candy stripe bracelet using those cords. First of all, I will take some cords which have a length of about 140 centimeters. I will put them like this, one end over the other, so that these cords have a length from this point to this point of about 70 centimeters. And here, as you can see, I have a loop, and I will use this loop in order to close my bracelet. So I will take this loop like this, and I will put this loop like this, so I will make an overhand knot, and by means of this overhand knot I will create a loop that will look this way. So this will be our bracelet loop. So at one end of my bracelet I will have this loop, and at the other end I will make some cords so that I can close the bracelet via this loop and my cord. So to begin the bracelet I will grab the cords with the clamp, and I will order my cords so that I can create the candy stripes for my bracelet. So as you can see, I have ordered them according to their color: dark blue, lighter blue, and very light blue. Dark blue, lighter blue, and very light blue. And I will start creating forward knots, beginning with this cord on the left, and I will move this cord and make forward knots until I bring this cord here. And then I will continue to make forward knots with this cord, then with this cord, with this cord, and finally with this cord. And I will move the cords from this point to this point by making forward knots. Now let's talk about the forward knots. A forward knot is created by making the shape of the number 4 like this. Then I will put my finger under this cord, and I will grab my dark blue cord like this and take it out through this loop like this. And now I will tighten the knot like this, and I have created a half forward knot. In order to make a full knot, I will make another forward knot like this. Like this I have created a forward knot. So we have the knot over here, as you can see from a closer distance. So this here is my first forward knot. Now because I used forward knots, my cord moved from this position on this side on the left. It moved on the other side of my light blue cord, so it moved in this direction towards the right. And now again I will make forward knots. So I'll make one knot like this and the second knot. And I created the second forward knot. As you can see, now my cord has moved on this side. So it moved from here to here, from here it moved here, and it will continue moving in this direction. Let's see from a bit of a distance. Now my next cord is the dark blue cord, so I will make two knots like this, one and two. I created my third forward knot. Now I will take the next cord, make one knot and two knots, and on my last cord I will make one and two knots like this. And now I have created my first blue stripe. And I will continue by using the blue, lighter blue cord, and I will make the next stripe like this. So let's use the next cord to create a lighter blue stripe. So I make two knots on my first cord, one and two knots on the next cord, one and two on the next cord, one and two, one and two, and on the last cord, one and two. And I have created the second stripe, the light blue stripe. Now I will take the next cord, the light blue cord. I'll make one and two knots, one and two, one and two, one and two, and on the last cord, one and two. And I have also created the third line in the lighter blue color, the third stripe. So as you can see, the design of my bracelet has already started to take shape, and I will continue making those knots, and I'll get new parallel lines like this. One, and 2. One, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 and 2. Now I have another blue line, and I will continue creating those stripes until I obtain the length of my bracelet, the length that I want for my bracelet. And then I will show you how to close the bracelet, how to create the cords by means of which I will close the bracelet. And now I have almost finished the bracelet. I will add a few more knots, 2 forward knots, I will make one more blue, dark blue stripe, and now I will create the braiding, and with this braiding I will be able to close my bracelet. Like this, and now I will make a knot. I will also create braiding with the other cords. Now I will also make a knot here. And now I will take the scissors and cut those cords. And let's see what the finished bracelet looks like. So I will put one of those cords through my loop like this, and I will create a knot and close the bracelet. And now let's see what my bracelet looks like on the wrist. So this is what the bracelet looks like when it is on the wrist. Now I will show you how to create a simple bracelet, a chevron bracelet, using these cords. So the length of these cords is about 70 centimeters, and in order to begin the bracelet, I will create a loop. With this loop I will be able to close the bracelet. So I will take the cords and I will create the overhand knot. This way. And I will grab the cords with the clamp and I will put the cords in a specific order. So as you can see, I put the black cords on the outside, then I put the dark pink cords and the light pink cords. And now I will explain to you how to create the chevrons. As you can see, the colors are ordered in the mirror. So with the darkest colors on the outside, in the middle the dark pink color and the light pink color here in the middle. On this side I will be making forward knots in order to create the direction of the chevron like this. Whereas on this side, on the right side, I will be making backward knots to create this orientation for my knots. And the two sides will meet here in the middle, and I will make another knot here in the middle with the two cords from the middle. This is how I will create the chevrons. So let's see how we practically create the chevrons. I will take the black cord and create the forward knot. I will create the shape of the number 4, as you can see here, the number 4. I will put my finger under the pink cord. I will grab with my nail the black cord and take the black cord out through this loop here. And I will tighten this knot. Again, I will make another forward knot like this, and I have created the first forward full knot. So I created two half knots, two forward half knots. Again, I will make a forward knot like this, one half forward knot, and another half forward knot, and I have brought my black cord into the middle here. And now I will do the same steps but in the mirror, beginning from the right side. I will make a backward knot by creating the shape of the number 4 like this, but in the mirror. I'll put my finger under the pink cord, I will grab with my nail the black cord, I will take the black cord out through this loop, and I will tighten this knot. And again I will make another backward half knot and create a backward full knot. Again I will make a backward half knot like this and another backward half knot like this, and now both of my black cords are in the middle. And now, because I have my cords in the middle, I will create a knot here in the middle. 1 and 2 half knots. And now I have created my first chevron, the black chevron. Now, on the sides, I have the dark pink cord. And what I will do is, I will make again 2 forward knots, half forward knots on this cord, so 1 and 2, like this, and again 2 half knots, forward knots, 1 and 2. And I brought the dark pink cord into the middle. And I will do the same thing in the mirror. I will do backward knots with the dark pink cord. 1 and 2. And on the second cord, 1 and 2. And with the central cords, I will make 2 knots to create the second chevron. Now I will use the light pink cord and I will create another chevron with the light pink cords. So 1 forward knot, half knot, another forward knot, 1 forward knot, the second forward knot. And I also brought the light pink cord into the middle. And now, with the light pink cord on the right, I will make 1 backward knot, the second backward knot, and on the pink cord 1 backward knot and the second backward knot. And I brought the light pink cords into the middle, and I'll make 1 knot and a second knot. And now I have created the third chevron. So I made a black chevron, a dark pink chevron, and a light pink chevron. So I will continue by making another black chevron. One knot, the second knot, I'll take the next cord, 1 knot and the second forward knot. And I will take the black cord and I will make one backward knot and the second backward knot, and again one backward knot and the second backward knot, and with the central knots I'll make one knot and the second knot. And I have created the fourth chevron. So as you can see, I have a black chevron, a dark pink, a light pink, and again a black chevron. And I will continue creating these knots. So on this side forward knots, on this side backward knots, and I will make consecutive chevrons like these until I obtain the length of the bracelet that I want. And then I will make the closure of the bracelet, and I will show you how I create the bracelet closure. And now I will only do a few more rows, a few more chevrons. So I will do one forward knot, another forward knot. I'll take the next cord, I'll do the forward knot. I will take the yarn out here. I make the first knot and I also make the second forward knot to create a full forward knot like this. Then I will do the same on this other side but in the mirror. So on the right side I will do the backward knots, one backward knot. So again I make the number 4 in the mirror. I grab the yarn from under the black cord and take it out through the loop, and I make the second knot. I make another backward knot, and another backward knot, and now I will make 2 knots here as well. So you can make 2 forward knots, 2 backward knots, you can make a forward and a backward knot here. It is your choice. So I will make 2 forward knots, 1 and 2, and now I will make the last row. I'll make 2 forward knots, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 2 backward knots, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and again I'll make 2 knots here, 1 and 2. And now I will create the tie. So I can either make 2 ties like these, braided ties, or I can make a single tie, only one tie, and I will braid this tie by putting the outer, let's see from a closer distance. So I will take the outer yarn, the outer cord, and put it on the inside here. Then I will take the right cord from the outside and put it on the inside on the left, and I am crossing these two cords like this. Now I'm taking the next cord, the light pink cord, and I put it from the left side to the right side on the inside, and I'm taking the other cord from the outside and put it on the inside like this. I'm taking the black cord, put it on the inside, and then I'm taking the other black cord and put it on the inside and cross it with my other black cord. So again, I will put the orange, the pink, dark pink cords, and I cross them here. Then the light pink cords, and I cross them here. Then the black cords, and I cross them here. So I will continue braiding like this. And now I will create a knot, an overhand knot. So it's a simple knot like this. So I've cut the yarns like this, and let's see the bracelet. So this is the loop and this is the tie. I will put the tie through the loop like this. So now I can put the bracelet on my wrist, and I can simply tie, create a knot like this with the tie. This way. Now I will show you how to create a friendship bracelet using these three cords. So a neutral color and two analogous colors. And I will use the braiding technique to create chevrons. So in the case of this friendship bracelet, I will no longer use knots. And this is the reason why we shall use a much shorter length for our cords. So about 20 to 25 centimeters. And I will also add a bit more for the cord, which I will use in order to create the loop. So now I have superposed the cords, and about at this point I will create the loop. So I will grab the cords with the clamp, and here, as you can see, I have the longer cord, the black cord. In order to create the loop, I will create forward and backward knots, consecutive forward and backward knots. So and I will cover with those knots the entire length of my loop. So let's begin to talk about the forward knots. So as you probably know, the forward knot is created by making the shape of the number 4. As you can see, this is the number 4. So putting the yarn like this, then I will put my finger under these two orange and yellow cords, and I will grab with my nail the black cord and take it out through this loop here, through the loop of the number 4, and I will make a knot. And now I will create a backward knot, which is made by putting, let's repeat. So I will create the backward knot by putting the number 4 in the mirror, like this. And again, I will put my finger under the yellow cords, grab with my nail the black cord, take it out through the loop like this. And I created the second knot. Again, I will create a forward knot, a backward knot, a forward knot, a backward knot, and so on. So I will cover with forward and backward knots the entire surface of my loop. And now I will do the last knot, a backward knot and a forward knot, like this. I have created the loop. I will take the Now I have made this loop, and I will take one of the cords and create a knot. So I will superpose the two ends of my loop this way, and I will take the one of the black cords, put it over the cords, take it out underneath these two cords, and I will take it out through this loop like this. And I will tighten this knot so that I create this loop like this. So at the basis of my loop I have this knot here created with the black cord. Now I will grab the loop in order to start braiding. I will put the cords according to their colors. So I will put the colors in the mirror, like this. So as you can see, the yellow is in the middle, the orange follows, and on the edges I put the black color. And now let's understand how the braiding is done for this type of French bracelet. I will take the black cord from the left side, from the outside, and put it on the inside, on the right side. Now I will take the black cord from the outside, from the right side, and cross it with the other black cord and put it on the left side, on the inside. And I have created the first chevron, as you can see, the black chevron. Now I will continue by creating the next chevron. I will take the orange cord and put it on the inside, and I will take the the right orange cord, cross it with the first orange cord here in the middle, and bring it on the left side here. Again, I take the yellow cord, put it in the middle, and I also take the other yellow cord, cross it with my first yellow cord, and also bring it into the middle. So as you can see, I already created 3 chevrons in 3 colors, so I will continue making a black chevron, an orange chevron. So I cross the cords here in the middle, a yellow chevron, and so on. So as you can see, the shape of the bracelet has already started to be visible, the design of the bracelet. And I will continue to create this braiding until I reach the length of the bracelet that I want, and then I will show you how to close the bracelet. And now I have reached the end of my bracelet, so I will make a few more chevrons. So I'll make 2 more chevrons, the last black chevron here, and now I will remove the clamp, and here I will grab the cords and create an overhand knot. Like this. Like this. So I have created this knot here, and in order to close the bracelet I will put the knot through my loop here. Before I finish the bracelet, I will also cut the ends of the tassel like this so that they are equal. And now let's see what the bracelet looks like on the wrist. So I have the loop, I put the knot through the loop like this, and this is how I close the, and this is what my bracelet looks like on the wrist.